Hey guys, how's it going? And I just did this, and it was a 10 of Pentacles, but now we got the Ace of Swords. So, hi. Today is October 11th, 2025, Saturday. And from the moment I opened my eyes, I was getting that song from City of Angels. I'd give up forever to touch you, is all I kept hearing. And I don't want the world to see me. So, City of Angels, remember he was an angel, Nicolas Cage, and Meg Ryan was the doctor. And this angel fell in love, 101, and he gave up and became human. You know, I'd give up forever to touch you. What's the name of that song? Anyway, so I wonder what the heck that could be about. I wonder what that could be about. Let's see. I'd give up forever to touch you. Perhaps we have somebody in spirit that just is loving you. They just love you. They'd give up forever to touch you. So you have somebody that has passed over. Could be an old lover. I'm not going to say a family member because I'm not feeling that energy right now. And because of that song, you know, and that movie, it had to do with, you know, he fell in love with her and he became a human to be with her, and then she dies, right? How horrible. And seeing this card, it's like something about a dream. I said something about a dream, and then I'm hearing Dreamweaver. I'm really feeling the energy really strong of somebody passed over. Just know they're watching you. They said watching out for you, watching over you. It's making me want to cry, actually. That's pretty sad. And I don't want the world to see me. I don't think that they'd understand. Everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. Is that how it goes? Have we ever talked about spiritual spouses? I don't think so. Hear the birdies chirping. Let's see. Let's get into this a little bit and see what happens. What's the name of that song? It's not Iris, is it? No, I think that's a different song. Iris. Maybe someone's name is Iris. Watching this. Something about the dream state. You know, did you have a dream about somebody? Did somebody that's passed over come to you in a dream? Or maybe when you meditate, you feel them around you. I'm getting it could be very overwhelming for you. I get that. And that's wanted to come out a bunch. I've seen it several times. How's everyone doing? Today's 10/11, right? October 11th. Something about all these queens. Because remember in the other deck we had a couple queens. Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands in this one. Is there anguish from the other side? I feel like when you leave your human and you transition in Queen of Pentacles and you transition into Ten of Pentacles, the afterlife, or you transitioned into, you just go into a different plane of existence or whatever. Do we carry on feelings and emotions? They're bringing me to something in the Bible about what you loose on earth, you loose in heaven or whatever. And what you like carrying things from this life into the next plane. But transitioning over into spirit, soul, whatever, when you leave your human. I don't know why it won't come out, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and friendship is on the bottom, or on the split. It's, do they feel some type of way? They're just dreaming again. And I'm getting a pain right here. I saw communication, but I heard communicator. So are you a spirit communicator? Are you sensitive to spirit? I'm being told kind of in a way that, like, they're showing me, like, in the world that exists in our world, layered, right? All the same space, just different, like a dimension, or dimension's a good way to put it. That we're all occupying the same space. We just can't see in these other dimensions, so to speak. But they were showing me, like, it's like the words are being blocked. Not blocked, but yeah. Like I can't find my words. Like it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like right on the edge of my mind. Spirit communicator. What are you guys not wanting me to say? It's very interesting. Breaking free in love. It's like they get over to the other side and everything becomes clear because they can see everything. Because they're part of everything. Yeah, it was a lover and a friend. You know, your loved ones from the other side, they do not like to sit when they're around you. They don't like to see you in so much pain. Does that make sense? It's almost like it hurts them to see you hurting. They want to be, they love to be loved, but they don't want you to be so much in your emotions about it. Because they see you in the dark when you're by yourself and you're just crying and you're missing them so much, and they give up forever to touch you. Now I'm getting like from my daughter, like father to daughter and father to son is what I was going to say. They some carry some regrets, you know, because hindsight's 20/20, and when you go to the other side, you see everything. I'd give up forever to touch you. So in the beginning, it was a lover, and now, you know, somebody's husband, right? A father, a son. They've got things to work out in spirit. And if they came back, by the time they grew up, you'd never know. You may never see each other. You know, why do some people some children remember their past life? You know, I wonder why everybody doesn't like that. But I'd give up forever to touch you. That's all maybe I need to watch that movie, City of Angels. It's been a minute. I was a big Meg Ryan fan. Her and Goldie Hawn. I can't remember the other lady's name off the top of my head. The other blonde, that was popular back then. Melanie Griffith. And that's it. Your abilities, I don't know, maybe the veil is just thin, and people that didn't have those abilities before have them now. Why do some people see ghosts and others don't? Why do ghosts, spirits contact and have bothered? I say bothered because they were always around me when I was young. Fucked with me hard. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So, in the spirit realm, in the spirit world, it's like all these muggles are walking around, muggles, all these humans, we're all walking around in our lives, and they're all around us all the time, and it's like, but you stand out. You stand out because they're like, oh, you could see me. They're giving me like that movie Ghost. Once they realize that you can see and hear them, maybe there's something they want you to get information out. And maybe you've had to, maybe it scared you a little bit. Some of them can be scary, right? And maybe you're like, nope, we got to set boundaries. 1717, we got to set some boundaries. You're not just going to walk up in here and I heard have your way. I mean, you're like, no. There's a time and a place. Maybe it's when I'm in my bedroom, or I'm taking a shower, or, when I'm doing this or whatever, there's like boundaries. You got to set some type of boundaries. So somebody needs to set boundaries when it comes to your spirituality. And be careful with who you're working with, I guess. Know what you're doing. Don't be like these little baby witches or these wannabes or whatever that just conjure and do all these things, not realizing whatever magic you put out or whatever you put out, you're going to get back. It's got to go somewhere, And people are realizing that. People are going to begin to age really fast. They're going to look wore out, and it's just because of their depletion. Their depletion, why? I was being shown like depleted as far as it's like part of your, I don't know how to explain this. It's like part of a life force energy or something that slowly diminishes because of all the spell work and things that one wants to do. They're showing me like, what was it? I think it's called Stardust. Where, these witches are old and they have to have, the stardust, the angel or whatever that came and fell from the sky, they needed her blood, her essence. So if we take away the blood and turn the blood into an energy thing, then it's like the fallen stars, so to speak, because she was a star that fell to the earth. And I'm going to say it was Michelle Pfeiffer, another one of my babes from back in the day. So that vampiric type of energy. But think of it, I mean, they do these stars and these, I wanted to say hip hop people, that's funny, that do this, whatever, the industry, they will feed on the actual essence, the blood, but energetically speaking, it's like, now they're showing me the Matrix, like we're hooked up, how in the Matrix they're all hooked up in those pods, and they have all those things hooked up to them, it's like tethers, it's like the constant sucking of the energy, and it's from our emotions and fear and sadness and all the things that make you super emotional. They feed off of it. It's like this energetic cord that we've like signed a contract with somehow. And they're bringing me back to that. Go on my post tab, because Samuel B. Lee or something, I don't know what his name is, but it had to do with our birth certificates. Now it's making sense. There's something that they do. Why can they feed off of us? Because we acquiesce, or we literally sign our children over generation from generation until we begin to wake up and take our power back. Because when you begin to raise your consciousness, that part's done. Because you don't get as overly dramatic. That's what it is. We might get upset, we might get this and that, but when we raise our consciousness, when we draw, we'll say, closer to God and Jesus, we're not like we used to be. Like, I was an emotional creature so bad from all the pain and suffering, right, that I endured, that your mind doesn't forget, and it'll pop back up. It's the pain body, it's the ego. Relaxation, go with the flow. So when we raise our consciousness and we draw closer to God, maybe this is why Jesus spoke so much about love and stuff, is because we're no longer an energetic feeding source for these entities, these people, or whatever you want to call them. And you're not going to know the difference. You know why? Because they're going to walk and talk and act and do acts of service. To draw you in. You're not going to know the difference. They're going to act like a wolf in sheep's clothing, basically. So having discernment, and I was just hearing, you know them by their fruits. But yeah, they can look a certain way, but their agenda is different. It could look like a sweet little old lady. Somebody that just, world leaders. That'll be like, oh, we're helping you do all this. First they caused the problem, then they come in as the fucking hero. And everybody likes to sit around and complain about everything that they're doing. But you agreed to it. And we still do agree to it. Because we buy into it. But we have to. No, you don't. It's a choice. Everything's a choice. And once you take responsibility for yourself, you'll realize that. but you cut the energetic cord. What do you do since you sold your children to the beast, so to speak? Well, they're on their own journey, right? And it's going to fall, this beast system, this feeding off of children system. But remember, we're all children. You're the birds. So I'd give up forever to touch you. There's people in the spirit realm really trying to get your attention. And if you call out my name and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. And I'm hearing just to see you again. So look around you. They're always around you. Especially when they just pop in your head out of the blue. Or you hear that song. Or maybe they come to you in your dreams and you know that you had a visitation from somebody who passed over because the dream is different. And they don't speak for some reason. Not words that you hear. They do little things, whatever their little thing is. Whatever pops in your head, no, you're not crazy. Yes, it's them. So tell them you love them. Send them light and love, because the energy goes into the spirit realm too, honey. It's not just in our 3D world. It's not just here running around in human. It's all, they're saying like time and space. It's like energetic. It goes. Send light and love from, Eat, Pray, Love. When that guy told her, every time you think of him, just send him light, send him love. Do the same thing. And when we do that with our enemies, when we do that with the people when we're shown the people that are doing things to us, whatever it is, you know. And maybe you're one of those people you don't know. I don't know, but chances are if you're here watching this video, then you're one of those people who knows but doesn't know. You know what I mean? You alchemize it. You alchemize it by loving where they're at, loving them for where they're at. It's just an extension of you, an expression of the same source. And they're hurting. But it doesn't matter. You're only going to answer for yourself, right? If there's something to answer to. Only you can free your soul. No one can do it for you. So you send them light, you send them love, and you maybe pray for them. Maybe say, I'm sorry you're hurting so bad that you want to hurt me for whatever your reason. I love you. I love you. And a thought sends energy across everything, and it just keeps going. It never goes away. Send love. And that's how they can no longer begin to feed on us anymore, because they don't want the love. They want the pain and the suffering. That's what they feed on. That's what they make the money on. That's what they do everything. They build everything off of that pain and suffering, and it's been going forever and ever. Since they made the human. Right? I just keep hearing, if you call out my name. So, I'm getting, you're the lighthouse. Be the light. That's alchemizing. Anything sent towards you, the only things that will reach you are the things that are where you're vibrating at. Where you're vibrating at. And if you feel things coming at you, then you just send it back out in love. That is an alchemist. That is a true, people want to say they're a witch, whatever. Ooh, that's a true witch. That's a, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with being a witch. Thank you for, witch, healer, fucking labels, man. Gives a fuck about labels. An alchemist, a magician. Transmute energy. It has to, because if it comes into your space, it really won't, though. See, that's the thing. You know who you are. You know what you represent. You know what you want to do in the world. You know what your part is, in a sense. You want to be in the family with Jesus, in the human world, in the human family of peace and love. And it's not always that, of course not. We're a realist, but in your own world, you can be that regardless of what happens around you. You're no longer an energy source. There's no fight if only one side, you know what I mean? It's like people that try to get a rise out of you. They only keep doing that, but they'll stop eventually if you don't play along with it, right? Give them love. Kill them with kindness, so to speak. True strength comes from one that can control and center themselves. They call it meek in the Bible, right? It's like Bruce Lee. It's like these people that are badasses, right? But you'd never know it because they don't walk around trying to tell everyone what a badass they are. I could beat your ass and I can do this. And, somebody has a complex when they do that. It's their own insecurities, coming out. There's something to prove. They say the quiet ones are the most dangerous, so you never know. But is it about that? Who can kick whose ass? I don't even know where that shit's coming from. But anyway, I'm going to go because this video is long enough. I have a feeling. Oh, yeah. We're at 33 minutes. All right. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Namaste. And have a very blessed day. And your loved ones love you so much. Oh, God, I'm going to get emotional. I got to go. Bye.